Have you ever wondered what a 3,000-year-old site looks like? Well, wonder no more. We are entering one.
Hello, hello. It's so bright today I almost can't see. Well, I'm going to visit one very old structure today. 3,000 years old pit. It is located near the village of Garlo in Pernik district. So I'm heading to Pernik, then to the village of Garlo. And that's when the fun will begin, because the road to this pit is kinda off-roadish, and if you're familiar with motorcycles you should know, but if not, my bike is clearly not for off-road, so there's gonna be a thrill. And that's not all. We'll visit two more places that I didn't choose randomly. All sites for today are considered sacred and are built in different periods. We will start with the pit, but then the journey will take us to the Red Church near Peruštica. It was built by the Romans in the 4th, 5th, some say even the beginning of the 6th century. Next will be the medieval church of Patalenica, which was built by the Bulgarians in the 11th, 12th century. It had been buried when the Ottomans invaded these lands and was rediscovered in the 19th century. So a journey full of old monuments. It's going to be fun. The pit is probably the most mysterious site out of all. It's not clear who actually built it and why. Some say it was one of the sailing peoples who came and decided to build a temple just to leave a mark. There is no definitive proof of that theory. There are only a few more destinations that have similar structures. That's Sardinia, the island Sardinia in Italy. The structure there is a lot newer than this one. There is information about similar structures in Crimea and Palestine, but they're not exactly the same, they're just similar to this pit, not the same. So the people who built this, they knew what they're doing. So some consider it a temple, and the most ambitious theory claims it was a temple of the Sumerian god Enki. But what did the Sumerians do here is a mystery. And of course, in the end, we can say that it was built by the aliens, or the Sumerians had a teleporting technology and they teleported this site to these lands, but we will probably never know the truth. It smells like stray here. The grass is dry. I like how that smell sounds. Oh, there's a sign. Garlo to the right. Okay. Am I going up there? Over there? I have no idea. Here it is. Garlo. Hello, little girl. There's a sign, but I don't see any roads. Well, this one is not bad for now. Yeah, I can go fast, but if that's the road to the place, I'm pleased. Well, there are water canals. I'm trying to escape them, but it's not always possible. I'm moving to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It's like a dance because of these stones. I want an adventure, okay? I agree that the adventure would be fun. Oh, I don't think that I can climb that, but I'll try. Oh, I'll probably push the bike on the way back here in this part. Oh, that was hard part. I didn't know it's that much of a climbing. Yeah, the descending here looks absolutely bad. I don't exclude the possibility to push the bike at some point. There are a lot of stones. Just hold on, hold on, hold on. A little bit more. All that climbing just to get down again. Stay. Stay. Don't go that fast. So this should be the one there. Yep. Oh, that was an adventure. That's the first time I've ridden sideways.
This sacred pit was built in 12th-11th century BC using roughly cut stones. It consists of a 7-meter long passage that leads to a domed chamber. There are 24 steps, 9 above the ground and 15 under. In the center of the chamber was constructed a 5-meter deep pit. Also, at the center of the dome there's an opening called oculus that allows the light to enter. The structure is aligned north to south, so it suggests it may have been used as an observatory. But the mysteries here are still unsolved. Actually, the way it is constructed resembles the Thracian way of building temples and sanctuaries. Another curious fact is that there are only 3 more locations in the world that have similar structures. These are Sardinia, Crimea, and Palestine. Also, remains of sacrificed animals were found in the area around the pit, so the historians believe it may have been used as a temple dedicated to the Sumerian god Enki. And according to some of them, the pit here symbolizes Apsu, the underground ocean that is under Enki's rule. One of the main supporters of this theory is Professor Dimitrina Dzhonova, the one who found this pit near Garlo in 1972. So that's what a 3,000 years old site looks like. It is amazing. I really liked it. It was one big adventure, if you ask me. It's time to go. It was fun. Let the other fun part begin. Let's go.
Oh, I passed through this? Why are you doing this to me? Oh no, you did this to yourself. Let's escape this nightmare and head to the red church. Yeah, this was the big one. Let's see where I stop. I don't think that it will work to get down like that. Yeah,
not risking anything. Ooh. Ooh. Whew. I can easily drop the bike even while pushing it. That's awful. Okay, I think I can jump right on from here. It wasn't that steep, but the rocks made it pretty soft. I think this was the only one. I hope that there is no episode 2 of going down on foot with the motorcycle. Yeah, that's one over there. Looks exactly like looks exactly like a Thracian mound. I don't know if it is, but it looks a lot interesting. So that was the sacred pit, the 3,000 years old site. That's just amazing. If I have the chance, I will go to the one in Sardinia, Crimea, or Palestine. Unfortunately, Crimea and Palestine are a bit out of reach right now, but yeah, in some time in the future it might be possible.
Finally we can get to the Red Church. The Red Church is a monument on its own, and some sources claim that at first the floor was a pool, and we all know the Romans always build to impress, even if they don't aim at it. So I don't exclude this scenario. It was one of the biggest and most impressive temples back then, so it is totally possible. And the path to the church was somewhere here, the right side. Was it here after this bridge or before? Yeah, it's here. Can't believe that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And now I'm heading through the path to the Red Church. I'm actually walking along a large canal, probably used to get water for the crops here. I will buy a ticket. Здрасте и за посещение са вас. За червената, да. Oh, it is. I'm sweating like a beast. I'm almost here. In this machine, the harvester, we're going to fight for attention. And here it is. We are at the Red Church. Yeah. It is what it is. The Red Church was built in the 4th-5th century during the Roman times. It got its name because of the red bricks used in its construction. Also, this Christian basilica is one of the largest and best preserved in the Balkan Peninsula. It was three-naved with an apse in the eastern part. Also, parts of the altar, the original walls and frescoes are still standing here.
Actually, the floor was covered with great mosaics. The walls were richly decorated with frescoes that depict scenes from the New Testament, plus depictions of angels and scenes from Jesus' life. Most of the mosaics, ceramics, wall paintings, frescoes and different artifacts can be seen in the Historical Museum of Peroštica. There they are pretty well maintained. This basilica is believed to have been an important religious center in this region during the Roman times. It was active until the end of the 6th century. After that it was destroyed by invaders in the early medieval times. Later in the 10th, 11th century was rebuilt and stayed active until the 14th century when it was destroyed during the Ottomans' invasion. Archaeological work started in the 20th century, and in 1968 it was declared a cultural monument of national importance. Nowadays this church is located near the town of Peroštica and is part of several major tourist routes. Time to go to the next destination. Hope it's working. Or otherwise it will be another day, another dog. Here's the motorcycle under the shadows. Hope you had a good time. It's me, your fried friend. So beautiful here on this cliff ridge or whatever. Just amazing. And the road is in excellent condition. That's what I want to see, and that's the road I want to ride on. I should hit an exit to Patalenica here somewhere. It was to Peroštica. So take the road on the left side. Oh, that's the military compound here. Yay! They train here. It had a tank depot. Now I think it's only infantry. The good news is I'm on the right track.
Oh, hello Patalenica. That was quick. You know, an interesting story about this church is that it was buried during the Ottomans' invasion. The story says that a shepherd found the metal cross of the church sticking out of the ground of the mound, and that's how they found it. So they named it Saint Curtuleștița, and in Bulgarian Curtulisvam means I save myself. So the church saved itself from the Ottomans, but later when the frescoes were found, the real name was uncovered: Saint Dimitar. Let's stop under the shadows and explore this monument.
So I'm here at the Saint Dimitar Church in Patalenica. Actually, you have free access to the yard whenever you come. There's just a lever that you should pull. But if you want to enter the church, you should call the number at the entrance. And the entrance is cost-free, but probably you can donate something. The church was built in 12th century by the Bulgarians. It consists of a single nave, single apse, and a semi-cylindrical vault. It was built with river rocks, bricks and white mortar. Inside it preserves frescoes in Byzantine style from 12th century. They depict biblical scenes, saints and more. Actually, the frescoes covered most of the interior. The church survived centuries of turmoil and several reconstructions. Initially it had a marble floor, but later it was changed to brick one. During the Ottoman invasion, the people decided to bury this church to protect it, and that's how it was lost until the 19th century. And another legend says that a shepherd or a child found an iron cross sticking out from the ground, and that's how the church was found, and later it was named Saint Dimitar. Nowadays it is a cultural monument of national importance. Well, I noticed something, that the bell is here and there is a rope. So here it is. Should I ring the bell now and wake up everyone?
Oh, in this situation I would ask, what was that? I'm really impressed by this church. Sometimes you just feel the energy of the places, and these were 3 amazing ones. So if you got this far in the video, hit the thumbs up or consider subscribing, but don't do both. I'm going to wrap it up. See you later.
Oh, there was something big, huge, a dinosaur. Oh, I saw its legs and tail, or I don't know what was that.